Hey, hi all. Good morning. So last week we were discussing about the assignment questions related to count and having. So before I proceed, do you have any question? I think this was the set of questions we were discussing in the last class. So do you have any question, guys? This then I will proceed further with the aggregate function today.
Recording in progress.
Any question, anyone? No. Okay. Fine then. We'll start with aggregate function. Oh, okay. Uh, may I request anyone to please confirm if my voice is audible clearly and the screen is visible to everyone?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so today I will teach you aggregate function, and this is one of the important SQL concept because this is something, especially those who are working on data analyst job profile, you have to use it. Okay, and this is just an advanced of your count of a star having I have covered, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is your student table. Select a star from a student. We'll start with a simple example and then we'll see some complicated. And from today, it's like you will enter the world of complex queries. So I will request you all to please give full concentration. If you're getting stuck anywhere, stop me there and there, ask the question. This is going to be a little bit complicated today. That's why I have requested yesterday you all to please go through the recordings. Okay, so this is a student table. Okay. Or 1 minute. 1 minute. So no, let me take this Amazon. This will give you a more realistic scenario. Leave that is 21. Let me give this Amazon. So here we have a sample Amazon data, transaction data. Select the star from Amazon. This is the data. So whenever you're going to start solving any SQL query, first of all, try to understand what is the data. It's very important. I'm repeating the same thing in each and every class, in each and every batch. It is very important to understand the data. Can anyone tell me what this data is talking about Amazon? Quickly, what is this data all about?
So it has the month-wise data along with the amount.
That's all, and no other information you have.
Department-wise, yes.
It is giving you data department-wise, and then a split up of the department-wise data on month-wise, right? Hope it is clear to everyone. Okay. Now, suppose if my management is asking me that, then we tell me the total transaction amount. Okay, the total transaction amount. Maybe they want to understand that what is the total revenue or total asset or total profit they have made. May I request you all to go on mute first of all. Vagesh, Geniate, please, humble request to go on mute. Thank you. Let me mute all. Okay. If you want to speak, you please unmute. So I want to find the total transaction amount. So for that, we have this sum function. This will give you the total amount, transaction amount. Okay. So you can see the total transaction amount is 2,900. So this sum function, this will give you the total transaction amount. So I have written sum transaction amount column. So in this transaction amount, it will add all these values. So if you will check here, the sum of all these values is how much? 2,900. Okay. So this sum is clear. Fine, guys. Okay. Now you can ask question that, okay, fine, then you have shown the total sum. But from this, it is not clear that in grocery, how much transaction amount, what was the transaction amount in grocery, clothes, and sports. Okay. So we want the split up based on each and every department. Got it? So for
Yes.
that, what you have to do, just write department, comma, sum of transaction amount. And at the last, right here, group by department. This will give you the transaction amount for each and every department. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Any question, anyone?
No.
Okay, now if you don't have a question, I have a question here. Why I have used group by here? Why? What is the reason for group by here?
We
So
wanted group like department wise sums. That's why.
Okay. See, now let's try to analyze this query. Don't digest whatever I'm teaching. Please challenge it. Please ask the questions. Now, this is the query I have written. Okay. First of all, which keyword will be executed?
from
From keyword will be executed first of all. I will request everyone to please concentrate here. If you're doing any other task, please don't do it. Please concentrate here. Today's topic is very important. From Amazon. So your engine will make a copy of it. It will keep it here. Got it? Then after from which keyword will be executed?
Group by.
Group by. So engine will create bucket based on the department. Okay. Next is group by. Okay. Group by creates unique bucket or duplicate buckets?
Unique.
Unique buckets. Can you help me with the bucket name here?
Grocery.
Grocery.
One bucket for grocery. Then again, we have one bucket for grocery. I will create one more bucket for grocery, right?
No.
No.
No,
Why? Why?
because we already have one bucket for grocery, so
Okay. So group by
group by,
creates unique
hmm.
buckets. So we should not create duplicate bucket. That is what you are telling, right?
Yes,
Okay. What about clothes? Shall I create one
it
bucket
should
for
be there.
clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Good. Sports.
Yes.
Yes,
One
one
bucket.
new bucket.
Okay. So we have 3 unique buckets. Any questions so far?
No.
No.
Can I tell that group by has inbuilt distinct functionality?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So down the line, I will show you 5 keywords are there which have inbuilt a distinct functionality. Right now, I have shown you group by. Then down the line, when I will teach you set operators and many other operators, then we will see what all those keywords which have the unique, distinct, inbuilt distinct functionality. Okay. Hope those who are following me on LinkedIn, you might have seen a couple of days back, I have posted 35 set of questions. Okay.
Yes.
So all those questions will be covering during this training course. Few of you have asked on my personal window that then when you will cover those questions. So I don't have any separate session where I will be covering all those questions one by one. No. During the entire course, you will see all the questions will be automatically answered. And those are the conceptual questions. Okay. So we have created 3 buckets. Hope it is clear. Fine. Group by is done. After group by, which keyword?
Department.
Department.
No.
Select.
No. No. After group by, your engine will check that do you have any aggregate function. See, actually the order of execution is like this: from joins, then on, then where, then group by, then having, then order, then group by having, select, window, select, distinct,
Limit.
order by, then limit. This is the actual order of execution. Okay. Now here your aggregate function, your sum, max, minimum, average, count, those all are executed here. Okay. Please make a note of this important point. So all the aggregate functions are executed here. In my interviews, when I take interview, I used to ask this question: where is this aggregate in this order of execution? Nowhere you will see that no one mentions this, that where is the aggregate. You will see in LinkedIn or any other platform, no one mentions what about window functions where this is executed. So this is the correct SQL order of execution. Okay, please don't bypass this aggregate. Don't bypass this window function. That is not the complete list. This is the complete list. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
What is window? When I will cover that window in the advanced function, I will teach you this. So aggregate functions are executed immediately after group by. Now you might be asking that, Tanvir, why you have not kept after group by this aggregate? That I will answer after some time. Okay. So aggregates are executed simultaneously with group by. When the bucketing is done, quickly engine will search that do you have any aggregate function? Do you have any aggregate function here?
Yes.
Yes, sum of transaction amount. This aggregate function may be present in select. This aggregate function may be present in having. I'm not talking about that. I'm just telling that after group by, immediately your engine will search where is aggregate function, irrespective of clause, where it is present, whether it is present in select, whether it is present in having or any other place. Is that clear?
So Tanvir, group by has to use the aggregate function.
So group by means you have created the bucket. Now the engine will search in the entire query that where you have used aggregate function. So here we have used the sum of transaction amount, right? Clear?
Yes.
So now the engine will search here that, okay, user is concentrating on which column? On which column? Transaction amount. So you see how I am teaching you. Please do the analysis in same way. Okay, if you're getting stuck somewhere, please do the analysis in same way, because I'm not just teaching you to write the queries. I'm teaching you how to approach a question, how to break it down, how to understand how the engine is working on it, and this will help you to write complex queries. So the way I'm teaching, after the class, when you're working on assignment, please analyze in the same way, then it will be useful. Okay, don't be like a robot, guys. I'm sorry if I'm harsh. Don't be like a robot that, okay, sum will do the sum, average will do the average. Try to find why, how it is working, in which step it will come into picture. Okay, so here your engine will concentrate on the transaction amount column. Engine always process your records row by row. It will pick the first row, then second row, then third row, like that. Okay, in the first row, you have the transaction amount 100. In which bucket should I put this 100?
Grocery.
Grocery. Good. Next record 300. In which bucket should I put this?
Grocery.
Grocery. Next record 200. In which bucket should I put this?
Same. Grocery.
Grocery. Clear so far? Any question?
No, sounds good.
Okay. Next three record. This records. In which bucket should I put this records?
Clothes.
Clothes. Okay. Clear. Next three record. In which bucket should I put this record?
Sports.
Sports. Now tell me one thing. The reason for bucket creation, is that clear? Why we create buckets?
Yes.
Why we need group by, is that clear?
Yes.
Tanvir, one doubt. So
Yeah.
let's say you're saying group by department
Hmm.
and you are taking sum of text and amount. I've seen this whenever you're taking group by of some different column, but you are doing the aggregate function in some different column. Why we normally do that?
Because no, actually that is not a rule. That is not a rule. If you want, you can do sum of department as well. Okay, that is not a rule. Here, why I use sum of transaction amount? Because here the question is to find the transaction amount for each and every department. That is the reason I have used this. If you want, you can write sum of department as well. But here, sum of department will not make sense because this is character, this is not number.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not a rule that if I'm using group by department, I have to use some other column here. No, you can use any column, your wish. You can use the same column as well, but that should make some business use case. Is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So hope it is clear why we need group by. I will take a pause here. Think over this. If it is not clear, ask me, because I used to ask this question in interviews. I will give this question, find the total transaction amount department wise. 95% of students will write this query. Then I will ask why group by is required here. Hardly 2-3% will give the answer. They will tell that, sir, because I'm using aggregate function. That's why I have to use group by. Very foolish answer, ready-made answer. Even a 5th class student can tell me this, because he has studied like that. That okay, when aggregate function use group by, when aggregate function use group by. Don't mug up. This is the reason that, sir, we use group by, because here I have to segregate transaction amount for each and every department. Now, how to segregate it? To segregate the data of transaction amount, I have to create separate buckets for each and every department. Now, who create bucket? Group by create bucket. That is the responsibility of group by. That is why we use group by when I am using aggregate function. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So don't give the answer that because I'm using aggregate function, that is why I'm using group by. This is, I don't accept this answer. Please give an explanation that shows that, okay, yeah, you have done some research on SQL. Okay. Any questions so far?
So then if we don't take select department, then this
Hmm.
script, this particular query will fail, right?
Good question. Good question. Can you give me 2 or 3 minutes? Let me complete this, and I will come immediately to the
Sure.
question. But that will not throw error message. That will give output. I will come to that. I will explain. But that's a very good question you have asked. Okay.
So Tanvi, what was the question? I just hello.
Yeah, Yogesh.
So what was the question he asked?
He asked question that if I remove department from select, then what will happen?
Okay,
Okay, I will answer that once I'm done with this explanation.
okay.
Okay, that's a good question. And I will not tell anything. You guys will tell the answer. Okay, we will see. Okay, just give me some time. So far, is it clear why we need group by? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now transaction amount, we have segregated the data in each and every bucket. What next? What next?
Select and display.
No. You see, right now you have just concentrated on transaction amount. You have segregated it, but there is a sum. Have you summed it? You have not summed up this, right? So now the engine will sum this. What is the sum? 600. Got correct? What is the sum here? 1400. What is the sum here? 900. Is this clear now?
Yes.
Any question, anyone? No. Okay, sum is also done. What next?
Select query.
Now the engine will go to the select query. It will see in select what you want. In select what you want, sir?
Department.
Now for department, your engine will go to this parent table, or this department it will refer. Which one? Group by department or the parent table department?
Group by department.
Group by.
Group by department. Very important concept. Your engine will not go to this one. It will refer these buckets. So you want department, it will give this departments here. Your select is your dining table. Okay, you will serve the food whatever you have cooked here. Okay, I have served the department. Okay, what next you want? Sum of transaction amount. For grocery, what is the sum of transaction amount? 600. Let me paste here. For clothes, 1400. Let me paste here. For sports, 900. Let me paste here. Clear? Oh, sorry. What I have put here? Sports 900. No, sports is 900. What's the problem? Close is how much? 1400. Now please verify this with this output. One minute. Everything is job triple. Ignore the query what I'm writing right now. Please ignore this. Okay, now please verify the output. The engine, what it is giving output, and the one what we have done as per the analysis, are they both same or not? Take your time, please verify this. Is this the same output?
Yes, yes.
So you understood how engine is deriving this value?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now quickly I will answer this question, that if I will remove department, then what will happen? Are we good to proceed further? Any question before that from this concept only?
No.
You all understood everything? Why group by, how it is working, why I'm creating bucket, why I'm creating unique bucket. Clear, right?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the next question was, sorry, I forgot who asked. The next question was, Tanvir, what if I will remove department from here? What will happen? This was the question, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. So I think Abdul Rahman, you have asked, right?
No, this is Tushar. I joined
Tushar.
today. Yeah.
Okay, fine, Tushar. So Tushar asked the question that Tanvir, if I will remove department from here, then what will happen in this query, right? Okay, good question. Before I run this query on the SQL editor, let's verify this on our own. Okay. So in this query, which keyword will be executed first?
From.
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 So this is your from table. I have taken a copy of this. From is done. Next,
Next, group by.
group by. Okay, group by is also done. I have created unique buckets. Okay. What next?
Aggregator.
Aggregate sum of text and amount.
Engine will check that do we have any aggregate function? Yes, we have an aggregate function. Sum here. Okay. Sum on which column? Transaction amount. So please do the segregation of transaction amount based on the bucket. Okay, fine. We have done the segregation. What next?
It will go for select, but
No, sum. Transaction. You have done the segregation only, but you have to do the sum as well. So we have done the sum as well here, right?
yes.
Okay. After this,
Select.
Select.
Select query.
after this, select. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Okay, fine. What I was telling, I forgot what I was telling. So after this, select will be executed, right? Okay. Select what you want to show. What you want to show here in select?
Some
Um,
Sum of transaction amount. Okay. So what is the transaction amount? 600 here. Okay. What is the transaction amount? 1400 here. What is the transaction amount? 900 here. Okay. So this is the sum of transaction amount, right? So this should be your output. Got it? Let me run this now. Please verify. Is this fine? Is this correct? Got it? 600. Why is
Yeah.
this? Oh,
Here
this
the
is 1400. No? This is 1400. I have not tested correctly. This is 900. This is 900, right? Getting the same value?
yes.
So now see, your question was, if I'm not writing department, what will happen? Select is your dining table. Okay, you don't want to serve department, engine will not serve you department here. That is the only difference. Got it? Here you are telling you want to see sum of transaction amount only. It is showing you sum of transaction amount only. Clear?
Yeah, Tanvi.
Yeah, then
So,
we're clear.
Tanvi, correct me if I'm wrong. So in the
Hmm.
previous class, you told us that unless you put the same name, I mean to say the department, a column name in the after the select statement,
Hmm.
so you will not be able to group by that particular thing.
No,
So
no. I have not taught that. I have taught that whatever is present in select, that must be present in group by, but
okay,
not vice versa. If you maybe you can go to the recording, or maybe you can highlight if somewhere I have mentioned that it is not mandatory. I have taught that in select, if you have two columns, those two columns must be present in group by, but not vice versa. Here in group by, I have department. It is not mandatory that department must be present in select clause. Is that clear?
yes.
Are you sure it is clear, or you want me to repeat this?
Yeah, clear now. Yeah, yeah.
Sir,
I would,
Can
I would.
we write a query in the same manner, right? Like select department, then group
Mhm.
by, then
No,
some text of,
no. You have to follow this format. This is a syntax you have to follow.
because
You cannot
before
change the
that now we
syntax.
are using group by.
No. You have to follow this syntax. If you will change the syntax, then will throw the error message. You can try that. Okay, please give it a try. That will throw error message.
Okay.
Any other question? Anyone? Any other question?
Tanvir, I just want to repeat you about that. What
Uh-huh.
we have in select that should be in group by. Could you please repeat that?
Okay, fine. I will repeat that concept again. Please try to understand. Okay, but before that, hope this query is clear how it is working,
Yes.
and this query is clear how it is working. Clear to everyone?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what I was telling is, suppose, okay, let me take this example. Okay, suppose I have this query. Okay, this is the query. If I will run this, what will happen? Tell me, guys. Any thought? Just you share your thoughts. I'm not telling I want the exact answer. If I will run this, what will happen? Any thought?
It will show the column like department and
It will show the column department and sum of
just
transaction amount.
yeah,
Okay.
all
What
the
next?
department columns.
Okay. All the department columns. Okay. Anyone else? No
I
idea?
think it will just list out like different department, but total transaction. It will not list out like department wise transaction amount.
Okay. Anyone else?
No data.
No data. Anyone else?
Show only text amount like that.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the analysis. Before I run this query, let's do the analysis. Okay. Which keyword will be executed first here?
From
From. Okay. Let me take a copy of from. Listen very carefully. That's a very good question. From keyword is executed. The engine will take a copy. It will keep it here. From part is done. What next?
aggregate.
Aggregate. Do you have group by? We don't have group by.
No.
So after from, we have aggregate. Aggregate will be executed. In aggregate, what you have?
Sum of
Sum.
X.
Now listen very carefully here. You have sum of transaction amount. In which column engine has to concentrate?
Transaction amount.
Transaction amount. It will take the sum of transaction amount. Okay. Do you have bucket here?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Engine will take a sum of this. What is the total sum? 2,900. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. After sum of transaction amount, what next?
Select.
It will go to the select.
Department. Correct? Okay. Department. Which department should I refer? This one? Because we
It will-
don't have group by.
Yes, directly.
Okay. Okay. I will keep it here. And what is the sum of transaction amount?
2900.
Okay, 2900. Okay, now tell me one thing. Listen very carefully. Tell me one thing. Should I put this 2900 for grocery, for clothes, for sports, or for all the data?
We cannot specify for anyone. It's a total amount of thrice.
So, shall I put this for the entire value?
No,
No.
No. Why no?
each department has a different
Correct.
amount. So
This will give wrong information to the management. They will think that in grocery we have made a transaction amount of 2,900 separately. In clothes we have made a transaction amount of 2,900 separately, right? This will give a wrong information, wrong picture. You all agree?
Yes.
Then what to do?
but
Engine will be confused here or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
yes, yes.
So when the engine will confuse, what he will do? It
We
will
need
throw error
Throw an
message.
error.
Yeah.
That's all.
Give error.
That's all. Got it? Okay, so let me show this. I'm running this query now. Engine is throwing error message.
Yes.
Okay. Now I would have done it first and I would shown you that, okay, this is the error message, but it will be difficult for you to understand. That is why, first of all, I have shown you from engine perspective that what is the problem engine is facing, why the engine is confused, and that is why it is throwing error message. Now to solve this, now why this error message came? Because you have done the total transaction amount. Now engine is confused that in which bucket should I keep, but you have not created any bucket here. So you have to create bucket first, right? That is why we need to create bucket first. Group by department. Now when you will create bucket now, so you have separate bucket for grocery, clothes, and sports. And then your engine will do segregation based on the buckets, and then it will take sum, and the final sum it will show for each and every bucket. Is that clear? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is why I taught in the last class that in select, if you are using any column, I repeat, in select, if you are using any column, for that column, you have to create buckets. That is very important. Not important, mandatory. So that is why who will create bucket? Group by will create bucket. So that is why I taught in the last class that in select what all columns you are using, for that you have to use in group by as well. This is what I taught in the last class.
So there is one question. So one of the column or the all the columns should
All
be
the column, all the column. Like suppose here now I will use group by department. Group by department. Okay, I am running it now. You got the answer because I have in the select I have used department. Department is present here, right?
yes.
Now the question is that when we know I want to show transaction month as well. Okay, I want to show transaction month as well. Now tell me in select how many columns you want to show?
2, 3.
2 columns.
Yes.
So engine will search for these 2 buckets. Okay.
Mhm.
Now here how many bucket you have created?
One.
On department only. So again engine will get confused and it will throw error message. Check the output. Error message.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So that is why again you have to write here comma transaction month. Now if I will run this, you will get the output. You got the output?
Yes, sir. Clear now.
So that is what I taught in select clause, whatever you have, I repeat, in select clause, whatever columns you have, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 10 column, all the columns must be present in group by, mandatory. Is that clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
Tanvir,
Yeah.
what if we write down like the select department, some transaction amount, just remove the transaction month and take that in group by. So what would happen?
Okay, good question. Now the question is that Tanvi, if I write department, comma, sum of transaction amount, group by what you are telling? Both
Yeah,
columns.
right now it's correct. Yeah, department and transaction.
Okay. I will not run this. First of all, let's verify rule number 1. In select what column you have?
Department.
Okay. Is that present in group by?
Yes.
Okay. Rule 1 is pass, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you are thinking that Tanvir, what if I have extra column in group by which is not present in select, then what will happen? That is your question actually, right?
Yes.
That is what in the beginning I told. Vice versa is not correct. It means in group by if you have 10 columns and in select if you have only one column, not an issue. That is fine. So if I will run this query, it will execute, it will pass. Check the output. It is working.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
got it.
So in group by if you have 10 columns, in select if you have one column, not an issue. But in select if you have one column, that particular column must be present in group by. That is mandatory, and I have explained the reason as well.
Yes. Now clear.
See, now assume it like this. Assume it like this. Okay, now first of all, let me explain this, how it is working, this query. Try to understand this one. Which query will be executed, which keyword will be executed first?
From.
From. Okay. This is your from table. Then after from?
It will go group by.
Group by department and transaction month. So let's create a bucket based on department and transaction month. So grocery and January will be one bucket. Then grocery and February will be another bucket. And this will be another bucket. Okay. This will be one bucket. This will be one bucket. This will be one bucket. Guys, see, I will tell you one thing. These things are not complicated. I'm trying my level best to make you understand from the engine perspective. But you have to spend time after class, after 2 hours, because now down the line, the session will become a little bit more complicated. And if you're not revising, if you're not going through the recording, you will feel lost in the class. Okay. I've created a bucket based on the department and transaction month. Okay. Now 100, where you will keep it? Here in this bucket.
Yes.
This 300 in which bucket? This bucket. This 200 in which bucket? This bucket. 700 in which bucket? This bucket.
Yes.
500 and this bucket. 200 in this bucket. 300 and this bucket. 400 in this bucket. 200 in this bucket. Got it? You have to find a sum of this. These all are single value only, so sum doesn't make any sense here. Correct? Now, what you want to display? Department and sum of transaction amount. Department is grocery. You will show grocery value 100 here. Then you will show this grocery value 300. Got it? Then this grocery value 200. Is that clear? Similarly, all the close and the sum of value. All the sports, sum of the values. So when you see the output, grocery, all the values are there, close, all the values are there, sports, all the values are there. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
So it is exactly like you went to a restaurant, you told that I want maybe you want Maggie, you want coffee, you want ice cream. You told this to waiter. Okay. Now waiter checked in the kitchen and he has only these two items. Okay. So what will happen? Waiter will tell you no that this is not present. Correct? Similarly, group by is your kitchen. Okay. So in select what you want, You want these all things. So this must be present in kitchen group by, right? Then only your waiter can serve you. So that is why I'm telling in select, if you are telling to your waiter that I want these items. You want to select this. So these items must be present where? In your kitchen. Your kitchen is group by. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is why in select what all items you have mentioned that must be present in group by, but reverse is not true. Any question?
No.
So this is all about your sum of transaction amount. Now, similarly, you have minimum. Let me show you. Select a star from Amazon. Okay, now this is the data of your Amazon. Now here, suppose if you want to find what is the minimum transaction amount. So what you will do? For that, you have this keyword MIN minimum. This will give you the minimum transaction amount. I'm not creating any buckets, so it will show me for the entire record what is the minimum. Minimum is 100. Clear? Clear, guys? Any question?
Yes.
Okay. Now you can ask that, okay, Tanvir, here minimum you are showing overall. I want to see the minimum for each and every department. So what should I do for that?
Similarly, then we can know the max also.
Yes, I will teach you max after this. So I want a minimum for each and every department. I will write department comma minimum, and then at the last group by
Department.
group by department. So now it will show you the minimum transaction amount for each and every department. So for sports minimum is 200, for clothes minimum is 200, for grocery minimum is 100. So these all things are done for analysis. Your management will do the analysis that why in grocery the minimum is 100, why the grocery department is not performing well. Then they will do the analysis that what is the reason. Similarly, you can ask that, okay, fine, Tanvir, you have shown the minimum for each and every department. We want to see the minimum for each and every month, right? So in that case, what you have to do, replace this department with month. And here as well, put month. Let me run this query. So now it is showing that in the March month, minimum transaction amount was 200. In January, it was 100. February, it is 300. Now your management team will do the analysis, will do the research that why in January the minimum transaction amount is very less, 100 rupees. Is that clear? Any question? Any question, anyone? No? Okay, what if I will write here department? What will happen?
You have to select department also.
No, for this query, tell me what will happen. It will work or not? Error message or no error message? Yes or no?
No.
Error.
Error message.
Error.
You will get error.
We
Why
require,
error? Why error?
we require transaction month.
Here engine will confuse.
No error.
Why
Because
no error?
we are grouping by department and we are asking
Error.
select transaction month.
What was the rule one I taught right now?
I don't see transaction month in group.
Column one should be
In group
present.
by, in select, that column should be present if we are searching in group by.
In select, you have transaction a month. Is that present in group by?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's
Okay. Rule 1 is violated or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it will throw error message.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Don't get confused, guys. Very simple. I taught you. In select, whatever is present, that must be group present in group by. I'm not bothered about other columns, it is present or not. I'm not bothered why department is present here. This is not my concern. My concern is in select, I have transaction month. Why it is not present in group by? That's all. This will throw error message. Is that clear?
Yes.
But
Okay.
Tanvir, one
Hmm.
thing, let's say you are saying minimum of text and amount, okay?
Hmm.
But that is not there in group by. Let's say you are putting now select department, minimum text
Not
and
this
amount.
one. Not aggregate function.
Okay, not aggregate function.
Not aggregate function. Only the
Select.
columns apart from that. Not aggregate function. Apart from aggregate function, what all columns you are mentioning in select clause, those columns must be present in group by. And I've explained the reason as well. Okay, what about this? What about this?
Error.
Error message.
Why?
Dude, what?
Department is not there.
In group by department should be.
That the same column should be under the group by clause.
In select, what you have?
In select
Department.
text amount.
Is
not
that
there.
present in group by?
No.
Tax amount, don't go with tax amount, sir. Tax amount is in minimum aggregate function. I told you not to consider aggregate function. Apart from aggregate function, check what columns you have in select class. We have department. Is the department present in group by? No.
No.
This will throw error message. Clear?
Yes, yes.
And you should understand the reason as well. I have explained that. Okay. Now, similarly, maximum transaction amount, you can write MIX maximum transaction amount. If you want to see department wise, write department here. It will give you the maximum transaction. Will do some assignment today. It will be more clear. So in sports, maximum transaction amount was 400, in close 700, in grocery 300. So close is performing better than sports and grocery. Grocery is not performing well. Now your team will do the analysis that why grocery is not performing well. Correct? This is the job of data analyst, to slice and dice data from different angle, how the business is performing in a particular department, in a particular location, in a particular period of time. That is your data analysis. And for that, you see, if you're good in SQL, quickly you will run the query and you will give the report to your management. And that is why in data analysis job profile, 50 to 60% weightage is given to the SQL. If you're not good in SQL, how much you will struggle with Excel? Tell me. Right? Okay. So some max minimum, is this clear? Any question, anyone?
No.
I repeat, any question?
No.
No.
Okay. Now, then we have average. Okay, let me remove this. And the sum, max, minimum, average are the plain mathematics term what we have studied in class 9th, 10th. Same meaning is there, nothing new. Average. So average is 322.22. You might be thinking that why this is a very long number. Can we do the round to the nearest integer? We can do all those things. Ignore all those part. Don't think that why this 2 is repeating in number of times. We can handle it using round function. I will teach you down the line. So what is average? If I show you the average of the entire transaction amount. So from this, you can check how your entire retail outlet is working. It's what is the average. You can understand how it is performing, right? Similarly, you can ask that, okay, what is the average for each and every department? So for that, what you have to do? Department, comma average, then group by department. So in the sports, average transaction amount is 300. For clothes, 466. Grocery, it is 200. So average of grocery is not good. If you want to find the average transaction amount for each and every month, use month here. Okay. What will happen if I will run this query?
Error.
Error. Why?
It's
Mm.
select
In
and group by is not matching.
Yeah.
Columns.
Columns.
Yeah,
Columns in
columns in
select
group,
is not
yeah.
present in group by.
Group by.
That's why this will throw error message. Is it clear now? Now it is showing you for each and every month what is the average transaction amount. Clear?
Yes.
Sir, can we show this transaction month ascending, descending?
Yes, good question. Use order by. Oh,
Order.
okay. No.
The
For
ascending.
transaction month, I will tell you after some time. That extract function is there. I got your point. Then I will teach you. I don't want to go into that discussion now. But we can use that extract function, then order by we can use it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is that clear, everyone? Okay. Now we will do some assignment question today. Okay, let's take this question. And guys, please ask question if it is not clear. Ask n number of times. This is very important concept. Okay, the question is to find the overall topper. Okay, so this is the data. Always, whenever you have to solve any SQL query, don't jump to query directly. First of all, do the manual analysis in the Excel sheet, how I am teaching. Okay, so here, this is the data, this trend database we have. These all examples are from the real-time project on which I have worked. I'm just telling you sometime groceries, sometimes student tables, sometime other table, just to correlate it. But these all examples are from the real-time project in which you'll be working. Okay. A student table. Now, what is the question? To find the overall topper. Forget about SQL for the time being. Suppose we don't know SQL and we have to find the overall topper manually. So tell me how you will find the overall topper. No SQL. Tell me who is the topper? A is the topper, B is the topper, C is the topper, or D is the topper. In a step one, what you will do, guys?
Step one will group by the subject.
Group by subject.
Group
No,
by
no.
name.
Group by name.
One minute. Don't tell anything group by. I don't know SQL. I don't know SQL here. What is group by? I don't know.
First we select the
So we'll-
student name.
Select
Okay.
student name. Student name.
A student name.
Yes.
Okay.
Then marks, overall marks means
No.
total number
Again,
of marks.
Will
total number
We
of.
will use the max function here and.
No, I don't know max. I don't know what is max.
so
I don't
we'll
know
take the
SQL.
No.
decision on
And
based on the
X-
marks.
Marks. What you will do with marks?
So in total.
In total marks of the all the students, you will find the marks.
No,
Total
I
marks.
believe.
Highest mark. Like
Yes.
A is having the, so we
No.
will consider.
That is not the first step. No, that is not the first step.
We select the student, like A is the student. Then total number of marks means physics and chemistry. What is the total number of the marks?
Correct.
Then B,
First of all,
total number of marks.
correct. For each and every student, you will find the total marks. No, correct. Calculate the total marks for each student. That is the first task. No. First, you will calculate what is the total marks scored by each student. Then you will compare which is the highest. Am I correct? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So how to get the total marks scored by each student? What is the query? Not tell me the query. Which function you will use? Sum, max, minimum, or average?
Some.
Some student wise.
Okay. Sum. 1 minute. Sum.
Name wise.
What you want to sum here?
Marks.
Marks. Good. On which bucket?
Name.
Name. Got it? like this, right? Query like this. Okay. Now frame query for this. What you want? I want name and then sum of marks. From which table? From a student table, group by name. This is the first query. Let me execute this query. Okay. So now see, we got the total marks of each and every student. Is the first step clear?
Yes.
Yes or no? I will take a pause here. Think and tell me, is the first step clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear to everyone? I am getting response from very few selected participants.
Yes, Tanvir, yes.
Okay. So you see, this is not SQL I'm teaching. Just normally when you want to find topper, this is what we do, right? We will find what is the total marks by each student, right? Then we will check what is the maximum. Okay, so we for that, okay, B has scored 165, C is 90, A is 185, D is 165. So here we have 4 students only. So just by looking at this, you can tell that who is the topper. But suppose if you have 10,000 students in a college or university and we want to find the university topper, just by looking it is difficult, no? Right? So what is the next step? Tell me the step 2. What
we
is
have
that
to
step?
find we have to find out the maximum in this.
Find the maximum marks. So now from this set of marks, I have to find which one is maximum, correct? Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Now here is the twist. I want you to please listen very carefully because I am going to teach you now CT expression, common table expression. Okay. Listen very carefully, and if it is not clear, stop me then and there, ask question. Okay. Okay. I am writing something now. Please ignore whatever I am writing. Okay. And please don't ask that why this, what is the use of this. I will answer all these things down the line. And those who know the concept, please keep some patience level. If you have any question, we will discuss that. Just tell me one thing. Okay, be like a robot and tell me yes or no. The output what I'm getting from this query, line number 43 till 47, and the output which I got from line number 40, are they both same?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right? They both are same. Now I will tell you what is CT. I think most of you have heard about CT expression. Can you raise your hand? How many of you have heard of about CT expression?
Yeah,
I want to understand my audience.
common table expression.
I'm telling you, please raise your hand. Only 5 students, only 5 participants have heard. Oh, okay, only 5 have heard. Okay, it's new for many of you, right? Okay, fine. So CT is known as common table expression. Common table expression. Okay. This is very sorry. This is a very important concept in SQL. So this is a very important concept in SQL. Little bit complicated. This is something which we will be studying down the line in each and every class. Today I will not cover all the flavors of CT. I will just give the definition, and down the line slowly we'll get some maturity level in CT. Hope that is fine. Okay. Okay. Today, I will not tell you why CT, what is the benefit of CT, for whom, for those it is new. You might be thinking that, oh, why we are going for CT? Same thing I can do by other queries. I will not tell you now what is the benefit. After 2 to 3 classes, I will tell you that. Okay. Now, CT expression is known as common table expression. We will discuss that why it is known as common, why it is table, and all these things. This is also known as with clause. Okay, it is known by both the names. You will see they'll be telling it as a with clause. Few participants they'll be telling CT. They both are one and the same. It starts with this with keyword. This is a reserved keyword. You can write in uppercase, lowercase, your wish. Then I have written CT1. This is up to your wish. You can write anything. You can write your name, my name, anything. You see, I'm writing Tanvir. Even then it will work. This is up to your wish. I am writing CT1. Any questions so far? So far clear? Okay.
Yes.
After this, you have to write as. This is again syntax. No discussion for this. Why I have written as, this is the syntax. There is a reason for this, but let bypass it for the time being. After this, okay, before this, tell me one thing, guys. Have we discussed independent query?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Got it. After this, I have written this query within parentheses, right? Same query. This query I have copied from here. I have pasted here. Again, I am repeating. I will not tell you why I am doing all these things. Just right now, understand what I am doing. Why part I will tell you after some time. I copied this query from here. I pasted here. And then I am writing here, select a star from this one, CT. Correct? And when I executed this query, I got the same output. Clear so far? Any question? No questions? Okay.
No.
Actually, from this line number 44 till 48, the one which is selected, line number 44 to 48, I am telling to SQL engine that SQL execute the query which is present in line number 46. Whatever output you are getting, save that output in a table with the name CT1. I repeat, I am telling to SQL engine, SQL execute the query which is in line number 46. Save the output in a table which is CT1. Clear? Tell me what I told here. Anyone?
Whatever the query we are running in the line number on the line number 46, save in the table CT1.
Right?
Yes.
Now, after that, I am telling SQL engine that SQL, if you have done this task, if you have executed this query, if you have saved the result in CT1 table, now please show me that. So that is what I am writing as select a star from CT1. If SQL engine has executed this query 46 and stored the result in CT1 table, it should show me the result when I will execute this.
Yes.
Correct? So that is why when I'm running this, it is giving me the result. Same result. Got it? So far, what we learned, it seems that in CT, we are writing a query. We are asking SQL engine to store this in some table with any name, whatever you want. And finally, I'm getting that output from that table. So far, any question? Any questions so far?
No.
No. Now, listen very carefully. If I will execute this query, this CT1, what it has?
The maximum marks of the student.
the output of line number 46?
Yes.
So if I execute this query, select start from CT1, this should give me that output, right? Okay.
No.
I'm running this. I'm running this query. It is throwing error message. Now listen very carefully why it is throwing error message. Same query, when I'm running it all in a single query, it is working. It is giving the error. It is giving me the output. But when I'm running this query alone, standalone, it is throwing error message. Got it? Okay. Let's check the reason for this. When you're executing this query, everything is happening on the fly, or everything is happening on the runtime. It means engine will execute this query. Okay. It will copy the data. It will save it in which table? CT1. It will display this to you. Once it is displayed, so here suppose it is displayed to you. Once it is displayed, it will delete this table. Got it? So that is where, again, when you are asking SQL engine to show me the same table, it is telling that I don't have this table. You see, it is telling this table doesn't exist. Why? Because it has deleted it. So what we learned, that CT is a temporary table. It will be created, data will be stored, it will show that to you, after that it will delete it. Is that clear so far?
Yes.
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 Any question? I'm repeating, I'm not telling why. That's why in the beginning I told you I will not answer why this is happening. Just
Hi, Tanvi.
understand what, 1 minute. Just understand what is this. I'm not telling why. Don't think that why temporary table. Don't think why it is getting deleted. Don't think why I'm saving this in a table. Don't think all those questions. Please don't ask questions from that perspective. I will tell you the reasons for all these things after some time. Right now, what we learned in CT, we can execute a query. We can save the data in a temporary table, and from the table we can get the output. But the same table, if you want to fetch a standalone, it will not work because everything is happening in a temporary memory here. Yeah, please ask questions. Someone was asking.
If table is deleted, how would it be used further? We will discuss later.
Further, I told that is why I will answer that after some time.
No issue.
Right now, I will not answer it. But the question is correct, that if you are deleting it, then why we are creating it? So that's a valid question. I will answer after some time.
So Tanvi, can we say that we are just giving the query query name to as CT? I mean to say the 46 query.
You can think that, yeah, correct.
Okay.
Any other question?
I have a question.
Yeah, again, yes.
Can we write the query on a single line? Because I can see you wrote
Yes.
CTL as,
yes,
then brackets. Okay, everything can be on a single line.
everything you can keep in single line as well. You see, I will show this to you. Your wish. This is not Python. It will not disturb you for the indentation, spaces, and all these things. You see, I'm keeping everything in single line. This is what you're telling, Jenny?
Yes.
Okay, let me run this. You got the same output?
Yes.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay, but make it a habit to write like this. It will be easy to understand what is happening inside the query. But your wish. I have shown you both the examples. Hope it is clear so far?
Sir, on line number 48, if we write select star from student, and then on 49, if we write select star from CT1, and then
Error
execute
message.
it whole.
It will throw error message.
Okay.
If your question, no, I will not go to that part now. I will explain after some time. Hope it is clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Shall I proceed further?
Sir, just one thing. So when we are creating this with CT, so if we want to see the table, we have to simultaneously write select star from CT, right?
Yes.
Standalone, we cannot see that table.
That is what I have shown you here. The standalone, if you will see, it will throw error message.
Okay.
Why? Because
It's a
everything is
temporary, you
happening on
said.
overflight, temporary. It will create it, it will destroy it.
Okay.
It happens no many times you will see in the fest, right? College fest or some other local fest. They will create some what a tent house and some local shops, right? And once that fest is over, they will destroy everything. You might have seen that, right? Exactly same thing is happening here.
Yes.
Why it is happening, that I will not answer now. I need some time for that. Clear? Shall I proceed further?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. This is all about CT, the very simple thing. Now, coming back to our question. Okay. Listen very carefully, guys. Okay. I'm repeating again and again. Otherwise, if you miss a single point, you will think that this is complicated. No, this is simple only. So far, have you found anything tough here? Tell me honestly.
No.
Nothing tough. When you guys are attending my class or asking question, then we'll how it will be. Most of you have the pain point CT. You will tell that CT is very tough. So far, is it tough? Simple only. We are creating a table. We have a query. We are just asking engine to store it somewhere. That's all. Okay. Now, what happened? I executed this query. I have shown this to my manager. I told that, sir, this is the total marks of each and every student. Okay. My manager or principal, he told that, okay, fine, Tanvir, good. You are showing the total marks by each and every student. And always consider this as a 10,000 or 20,000 students. I'm just showing you 4 or 5 students, but in real project, we'll be dealing with millions of records. You all know that, okay? My principal told that, Tanvir, this column name, yeah, it is not looking good. It is not making some sense. What is sum of marks? I told him that, sir, actually this sum is no, this is sum is the aggregate function. I'm using it here. Lalit, please go on mute. I'm very sorry. So sum is an aggregate function. So that is why I'm using it here. My principal told that, Tanvir, I'm not a technical person. Yeah, I don't know what is sum and all those things. Give some meaningful name. Got the question? So I told, okay, sir, is this fine? It is the now my manager, now principal is saying, it is fine. It is like you are summing the marks, okay? Or maybe let me give some more meaningful name, total marks. I'm giving this name. My principal told, this is good. This is very clear that this is the total marks of each and every student. Clear? Now, this concept is known as alias. What it is known as? Alias. Okay. It means SQL has given you a freedom. If you don't like the name of a column, you can use some other name. And this is the syntax. Is that clear?
Yes. But keyword we cannot use, right? It's
Keyword you
alias.
should not use. Yes, you should use your any user defined name. Keyword you should never use for your own purpose.
But I've seen that people use in square bracket.
Square
as
bracket, that you are telling about this, right? This brackets will be used, right?
Yes.
That happens in SQL Server. That is simple. You can use that. Or many times your engine will give that by default. That is nothing related to, because that depends from one engine to another engine. But alias is a concept which you can use, and you can give a name whatever you want. That's all. Okay. And this works on every platform, whether it is Postgres or any other platform, it works like this. Any question?
No.
Clear? Are you sure, guys?
So after any column we are using the as, then that name will be applicable to that only. If we are using in front of name.
Suppose you don't like this name, you want to show this as a student name, right? As a student name. So this will display as a student name. Please check it.
Yes.
Is the alias clear? Any question? Yes, no,
No.
no. Alias concept is clear. Alias is just used for the display purpose. If you don't like the name of a column, you can give some other name, your wish. Okay, but if I have written this as a student name, so this is for this query only. Again, if you will check the student table, the column will be name only. So this is just for the display purpose. Don't think that in the student table now the name is changed to a student name. Let me show you that. Still the name is name only. It is not changed to a student name. So when I'm using alias, it means this is for this query only. This is not going to change your parent table. Is that clear? No. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 So I'm removing it for the time being. I'm just keeping it as a name. Okay. You understood the concept of alias. You understood the basic concept of CT expression. Now, coming back to our question. Now, listen very carefully. Comma, CT2. Don't ask any question. I know you have question. Don't ask now. I will answer all those things. Now, till here, everything is clear. The one which I have selected.
Yes.
Okay. Now I am telling SQL engine to create one more temporary table. And the syntax is just write comma. Now you don't have to write with. With you have to write for the first time only. Now don't write with. I will give comma and I have written CT2 as. What is the meaning of this line number 48? The meaning is I am telling SQL engine to create one more temporary table with the name CTE2. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now in this temporary table CT2, I am telling SQL engine to execute this query. Don't think what this query is doing, ignore it. I am telling execute this query line number 50, store the result in CT2. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone, is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now how many temporary tables you have?
Two.
Two.
Two. In CT1, what you are storing?
Comma
Total
marks.
marks. Total marks.
Output
46
of line
line mark.
number 46.
46.
In CT2 temporary table, what output you are storing? What data you are
Output.
storing?
Output of line 50.
Math.
Clear to everyone? So far clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, line number 50. Line number 50, I'm telling to SQL engine that SQL, I want a maximum of total marks from which table?
CT1.
CT1.
Correct. I'm telling to SQL engine that SQL go to temporary table CT1. Okay, fine. This is your temporary table CT1. From this temporary table CT1, what you want?
Maximum mark.
Maximum of total marks. What is the total marks column? Sum of marks. Correct. So it means now your sum of marks is nothing but total marks. Can I write it here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now you want maximum of this. So what is the maximum of this value?
185.
185. So now your CTE2, what it should have? 185.
Yes.
So now if I will fetch data from this CT2, it should show me 185.
Yes.
I'm running this. Please check the output. Is it 185?
Yes.
Yes.
So far, is it clear?
Yes.
Now, I will take a pause here. Please ask question if you have any. Don't ask why. If you have any question, what you can ask.
There is no CT2 record here, right? You could have used in the from the CT1, you could have used select query.
Okay, you are asking question that Tanveer, directly you can write like this here. Select maximum of total marks from CT1. Is that you are asking?
Yes.
I can do that as well. I can do that as well. I'm getting the same output, but I don't want to use this. My wish. There is some reason. Is this clear?
Sir, also it will not show who scored maximum marks, right? It will just show the maximum.
That I'm not showing that. I am just
Okay.
find the maximum mark. I know I have not completed the question. Question is not over.
Okay.
Right now we have just found that what is the maximum. Maximum is 185. Next task is who has just scored this. That we will search after this. That we will search.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Next question, please. Please ask whatever question you have.
Tanvir, what if I follow select star from CT1, then select star from CT2? Will it get executed?
You should not use to select statement. That will throw error message. Let me show this to you. You are telling this one and then this one.
Correct.
This will throw error message. Okay.
Okay.
If your question is that fine, Tanvir, you have used CT2, but yeah, I want to see the data of CT1. You can use that. You see, it is showing the data of CT1. Although we have created CT2 here, but still, if you want to refer any temporary table, it will show you the data. It is not like that right now you have created temporary table CT2, it will show you the data of CT2 only. No, you can refer any temporary table, it will give you the data. Is that clear?
Yeah. So it will follow only one select statement after.
Only one. This is not because of CTE. This is the general syntax of SQL. You try with any other. Apart from CTE, write the normal SQL query. Use to select. It will throw error message.
Oh, okay.
It is exactly like you went to a restaurant, right? Your order will be taken by one waiter only, right?
Yes.
He will note all the things in the notepad what he has. Because if two waiters will take the order, that will be conflict.
Correct.
Same thing. Only one select will serve your order.
Yeah, got it.
Any question?
We also have option to use subquery, right? Query within query to
That I
serve.
will, yeah, you are correct. But I will teach subquery after this.
Sure.
If your question is, can I use subquery within CT? Yes, you are right. You can use that. But I will not teach now. I need some time for that. Is this clear so far? Any question?
I have a question.
Yes.
After CT2 has been created, will CT1 be deleted?
No. If after CT2 created, CT1 would have been deleted. So tell me, if I'm running this query, they should not show me any data. Then why it is showing me the data? Correct, Janian?
Okay.
right? Don't think that, okay, CT2, we have created a new temporary table, so the previous table will be deleted. No, these all tables will be there only. After I run this query, after this, if you will check the temporary table, all these things are deleted. But that is why after this, if you will want to check any data, either in CT1 or CT2, it will tell you, sorry, I don't have. You see, sorry, I don't have. So when you're running it, this is a very special thing. When you're running it, then quickly all the task is happening. It will execute this query. It will save the data in CT1, then it will execute this query. It will save the data in CT2, then it will fetch it for you. Everything is happening temporary. And then again, it will delete all the things once it will sub the data to you. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now in this query, how many CTs we have? Sorry, how many temporary tables we have? Two. So in a query, you can have n number of temporary tables. There is no limitation, no restriction, 4, 5, 10, whatever you want. Clear? Second misconception, what most of the participants they have. I'm teaching you now misconception here. Listen very carefully. In CT2, I'm using the data of a temporary table or permanent table.
Temporary
table.
It's temporary.
Correct. This is a misconception. Most of the participants, they think that inside a temporary table, you cannot use the data of another temporary table. Maybe few of you, those who are in this class, you might be having the same understanding. This is a misconception. Please remove it from your mind. I have proved here CT2 is a temporary table. Inside this, I'm using the data of another temporary table, CT1. What we learned in a temporary table, you can use the data of another temporary table. That is allowed, that is accepted. Is that clear?
Yes.
Shall I proceed further if it is clear? Yeah.
So the answer that we have given is like we are using temporary that output. So it is incorrect or correct?
Can you repeat?
So you asked, right, in CT2, we are using temporary or permanent table, right? So we are using temporary data, right? That we fetched from CT1, correct?
Yeah,
So
that is
the
correct.
answer is correct, right? Like
Answer is correct. Yes, we can use data of another temporary table in another temporary table. Yes, CT2 is a temporary table.
Correct.
Inside this, I am using data of another temporary table, CT1. Okay, but this is a misconception that we should not use data of one temporary table in another temporary table. This is a misconception. Please remove it. Hope it is clear. In which case you cannot use that special case I will teach you after some time, but right now I don't want to teach that. One temporary table data you cannot use in another temporary table data. That exceptional scenario I will teach you after some time. Please remove it from your mind now, because I know many of you know the concept of this, so you might be thinking that I have worked on that, I have executed, was throwing error message. I will explain that, but forget it for the time being. So far clear?
Sir, CT I'm learning for the first time. So what I can understand is like whenever we are using CT, it's just the collection of temporary tables, right?
You are correct.
Okay, thank you.
Why? I will teach you after some time, maybe tomorrow or maybe next week. I don't want to go into that detail now because CT is a complex topic. If I will take all the concepts in one go, I am sure you guys will get confused. You guys, what? Everyone will get confused. So that is why I'm going in a very incremental fashion. Hope it is clear so far?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good.
Sir, so need one clarification from your side. So when you said that the two select query do not work together, so what exactly you mean to say?
Actually here, no, I forgot someone asked that, okay, Tanvir, can I write this query, this two queries? This is one select a star from CT1, and this is again another select a star from CT2, right? So someone asked that, Tanvir, I want data from both the temporary tables in a one go.
Okay.
right? So for that, you have to write two select statement, correct?
Mhm.
So this is not allowed in SQL. This will throw error message.
Okay, so this
You-
is just specifically for the CT function,
No,
right?
this is in general for the entire SQL. For the entire SQL, like see, here I have a student table. Before that, I have that Amazon table, correct?
Yes.
Huh? Let me show that to you. Select a star from Amazon. I'm running it separately. This is giving me data, correct?
Okay.
Now I'm running it. Select the star from a student. This is giving me data of a student as well, correct? Now
Yes.
I'm running both the queries simultaneously. Okay. Now see. Here, what is happening? You check the output. It is giving the value. Okay. No. Actually, here it is running both
Yes.
separately. It is working, but you will not get the values of both in a single table, right? They both are separate. And again, on some different platform, you will see this will throw error message.
Yeah, I was confused on that part
No.
because it gives the two different result, I believe so.
It is giving you two different tables here, right?
Yes,
But the
yes.
data are not merged.
Okay.
They are not showing you some useful information. Okay. So that is why you should, because you see, I agree that is giving you data, but that makes sense here. No, that is entirely different data. How to show the data of both the tables in a single column or in one row? For that, when I will teach you join concept, then you will study that.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Yes.
See here as well, CT, if I will give colon here, now this one, it is working here as well. Other query it is not working because it is not, I think it is not taken that, but you should not write two select statement in one go. That will not make any sense. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now coming back to our question, we got the maximum marks is 185. What next? Step 3.
Who scored it?
Who has scored this maximum marks, right? This is step 3. Clear? So now again, forget about SQL. Tell me in a layman term, how you will tell me who has scored this 185?
By comparing?
Yeah.
Just check against the column, right? Like 185 belongs to which name?
Okay. Any other thought?
I will look by the name, like which name has scored how much, and then I'll find the max.
Okay. Fine. So forget about SQL. I'm repeating. Forget about SQL. You understood that the maximum marks scored is 185. That is clear. Now you will take this maximum marks 185. You will go to this CT1 table, correct?
Yes, yes. The table of total mark.
And you will tell to CT1 that CT1, please tell me who has scored this 185, correct? Your CT1 will check each and every record. Is this 185? No. Is this 185? No. Is this 185? Yes. It will stop here and it will tell you that A has scored this 185. It will copy A, it will give it to you, and you will announce that A is the topper. This happens, no?
Yes.
Is that clear, guys? Is this flowchart clear?
Yes.
So now what I will do, I will again keep some alias name here as maximum of total, or let me keep it like this, maximum total marks. Okay. So this has given me the maximum marks is 185. So far you guys told it is clear. Now Again, I'm creating a temporary table. Now listen, this is the most complicated one. If you understand this line, this question is done. Listen very carefully. Now where I have to go, which table? CT1 or CT2? Where should I go?
CT2.
No. I will go to CT1, no. Because I want this marks from which table? CT1, right?
Okay, I thought after 185.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, one
Correct.
CT.
I will go to CT1 and what I want from that name? From this CT1 I want name. Who is the topper? Correct?
Yeah.
And then in CT1 what I want to match?
Maximum marks.
In which column? Total marks column?
Total marks.
Right? So I will tell to CT1 that please check your total marks. Is it 185? Correct, no? I will go to CT1. I will tell him that please tell me who has scored this total marks 185.
But you're hard coding in the code, right?
That I will answer. That I will answer. Ignore that for the time being. That I will answer. Is that clear?
Yes.
No, it is not clear. Shall I repeat? You see, right now we discussed no that I will go to CT1 table and I will ask him that who has scored 185. So CT1 will check in this total marks column and he will check each and every record and then he will tell that A is a topper. A has scored is 185. That is what I am just I'm writing in query term here. That I'm going to CT1 table. I'm telling him that please check the total marks column and tell me who has scored 185. That's all. Is that clear?
Yes.
I'm not getting a healthy response here. Anyone who wants me to repeat, tell me.
Tanvir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we go to Excel sheet?
Yeah, sure.
Suppose we have a student E having the same mark 185, so it will
Good.
throw an error or
No. Good. Suppose I have one more student who has scored the same marks 185. Engine will check 185 here. It will give this data. It will keep on running. It will check another record as well. Is it 185? No. Again, next record. Is it 185? Yes. It will stop here. Again, it will give this value E. So now you have two toppers, A and E. I will give you this example as well.
okay.
It doesn't stop here. It will keep on checking all the records. When it will reach the last record, then it will stop. If you want, I will enter the value for E as well. I will show you that. But let me complete the plain, this one, simple scenario. Is that clear?
Yes.
Next question, please. So far, is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
So now in this case, we know what is the maximum marks. So that's why you are putting 185. So
I know that is I have hard coded. I will answer that. Okay. I will tell you a solution for that. Okay. Your question is valid. That tell me why you have hard coded. I agree. I have hard coded. I will answer that after 2 to 3 minutes. That point. And then we will enter the concept of subquery and the independent query. I will answer it. Ignore it for the time being. Any other question? Clear? Okay. Now I will ask CT3 that, sir, have you done that matching? Have you checked this 185 in your total marks column? If you have done this activity, tell me what is the name, right? Okay. So if I will execute this, what should be the output? Who is the topper?
A is the topper.
A is the topper. Okay. I'm running the query now. Invalid identifier.
You miss as after CT3. CT3 or 52, line 52.
Oh, sorry, as I forgot. Syntax error. Thanks. Got the output? Got the output, guys?
Yes.
Okay, now hold on. See, when I am solving this question, this one, where is that? Where is that? This question, write a SQL query to find the overall topper. Almost, I think 1 hour we have taken, right? I would have given you this straightforward answer, but I want to show you how to approach a question. That is the most important part. Don't think that, okay, we got the solution, this is the query. No. Now analyze how we have started. First of all, we thought that, okay, what is the step 1? Find the total marks. We got the total marks, right? Step 1 is over. Next one, what is the maximum marks from this total marks? Step 2. Then who has scored this? Then again I have to go to CT1. That is why solving a question is not a big deal. Approach is the big deal. You should frame an approach. You should frame a flow chart algorithm. Then you will become a horse who will win the long race game. Don't directly jump to query. Don't start writing query. No. Frame a flow chart algorithm, then frame your queries into that algorithm, and then you will feel some other level of confidence. Is that clear so far, guys? How we have solved this question?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now, from this we learned the basic, the very basic 2% of CT I have taught from this. Still, you will be thinking maybe that why CT? I will not answer that now. Okay. So far, just I have taught you that CT is like you can write a query, you can store that query in some other temporary table, and you can use that table in another query. Okay. Now, just one benefit of this I will show you, and I know I have to show you this as well. This hard coding part, I will answer this as well. See, the one very straightforward benefit of this is this value I have used in a temporary table, right? CT1. Now, directly this temporary table I'm using here. That is the benefit now. So instead of writing this query again, this query data is in CT1. So directly I'm using this temporary table here. This is the benefit of one of the simple benefit of CT. You don't have to write the same query again and again. Just call that table. It is very much similar to like functions or procedures if you have studied, or objects if you have studied. Okay. Now, okay, before I proceed, do you have any question, anyone? Because this is the last topic which I have to tell you how to not hard code this. What is the solution for this? Before that, any question?
So Tanvir, will it work for the optimization? Like instead of writing the same query again, we are using the temporary table to store the result.
This is best from performance perspective. Same query you can solve using subquery concept as well. Subquery I have not taught. I don't want to discuss on that. But if your question is that then we same query I can solve using subquery as well. So this CT is far better from performance perspective as compared to subquery. I will show you subquery down the line, because now it will be difficult for you to understand. But to quickly answer your question, this is far better from query optimization and performance perspective. There are many other ways to solve this question. When I will teach you rank, dense rank, it is far simpler than this. Hardly 2 to 3 lines question and the query will be done. But I want to explain how to solve this question using CT expression. My task is not to show you the shortest path. No, I have to show you all the path. Once you reach that maturity level, now it is up to you which path you want to follow. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Now, here I have used 185. I have hard coded. I agree. Tell me this 185 we are getting from which query?
50th line.
52.
50.
50.
This one?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Instead of 185, can I write this? Just tell me yes or no. Can I write this? Instead of 185, take your time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, and tell me instead of 185, can I write this?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can. Like
Yes.
a subquery.
You all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
In CT2, you have the maximum of total marks. That is what I'm fetching here, maximum of total marks from CT2. Correct? If you want, I will show this to you. I will show this here. You see, I'm running this query. This is giving 185. Okay. So instead of this 185, can I write this query? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes.
Now I will remove this equal operator and you have to give n operator. I will answer that why n, ignore it for the time being, and keep this query in bracket. This is the syntax. I will answer that as well. Why I've given bracket, why I've given n, ignore it. Just tell me, can I write this instead of 185?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm running this query. Please verify the output. Got the same output?
Yes.
Now here in line number 54, this is known as subquery or independent query. Actually, subquery has two parts: independent query and correlated query. Correlated query we will discuss at the last of this training course. This is known as independent query. How this query will work? First of all, in this query, your engine will execute the inner query. Okay. And then the output of inner query will be used by the outer query. And then that will execute. So this is your final query. Is that clear? Any question now? I'm done with the solution. If you have any question, please ask now. Any questions?
Anvir, I have one question. I think it will not make any sense, but yeah.
Okay, we all ask no. If it will not make any sense, I will tell not an issue. Don't worry. So whatever question you have, keep on asking. Not a problem.
No, in the line number 54, instead of using in operator and that subquery, can I use total marks is equal to max total marks? I'm not
total marks equal to max total marks.
Or
this one you're telling. Okay. I will tell you why you should not use it. Okay. 1 minute. This is what you're telling, right?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Engine will get confused here and this will throw error message. Let me run this first of all. Error message, right?
Yes.
May I request you all to think and tell me why engine is throwing error message? Anyone?
Maybe you don't have any reference like which total marks and from which table.
Correct. Here, when you're asking SQL engine to execute this, engine is thinking that this maximum total marks is from which table? Okay. You might be thinking that this is a common sense here. Maximum total marks is in CT2. So it is a common sense for us, not for SQL engine.
Yeah.
You have to tell him explicitly that this column is present in CT2 table. He will not understand. Okay.
Yes.
So that's why you should not use it. Clear?
Yes, Tanvir, thanks.
Wonderful. Any other question? I know today's concept was a little bit complicated, but I think it is interesting at the same time. Now you would have understood only 25%. Again, go through the recording, you will understand 75%. I challenge it. So don't skip it. Go through the recording today. That is very important. If you have any question, please ask now. Forum is open. I'm done with the today's class. If you have any question, please ask. I will give you a few assignment questions today. 1 minute, guys. This is the question I will give you. All the questions are based on this CT expression. A lot of questions are there. Please practice and don't be in a hurry that today I have to complete all the question. Even if a single question is taking 5 hours, give that 5 hours. Okay, don't be in a hurry that have to complete all the question. Take your time, be relaxed, and then solve the questions. Yeah, next question, please.
Tanvir,
Yeah, tell me.
instead of this live SQL, which other platform we can use, because it gets deactivated after some time.
Correct. After 10 to 15 minutes, if you keep it idle, it will be deactivated. Apart from that, actually, I have tried on many other platforms like SQL Fiddle is there, SQLite is there, but they all have some limitations. In a few of the platform, full auto join doesn't work. In a few of the platform, minus doesn't work. Okay, but you can explore that. So that is why after doing all the research on multiple platform, I have selected this. This is having only one limitation, that will, if you keep it idle for 20-30 minutes, it will be disconnected. I agree. Okay, but because this is an open source, no, that's a problem.
Because I keep listening to recording, then executing the queries. So sometime recording is like
Yeah.
then it get deactivated, and I have to write again.
Again, you have to run it. I agree, I agree. But this is because this is a open source, no? That is why it is happening. Even I think if you're working on the licensed version as well, same thing is there. If you'll keep it idle for some time, again you have to connect. And same thing happening on cloud as well these days, right? You cannot keep it idle for a long time, because that works on a PAUG format, pay as you go. Yeah, it will be chargeable. So sorry, I cannot do anything for that. Okay.
So which other platform we can use even?
I will ping on WhatsApp. Okay, SQL Fiddle is there, SQLite is there, W3 tutorials. They also provide the coding platform. Tutorials point, they also have that coding platform, but they all have some limitation. I have used all those things. Okay, and maybe you can download then MySQL, SQL Server. Okay, your wish. But they all have this disconnectivity problem. They all will get disconnected. Okay.
All will get disconnected.
Yeah. They all will get
So
disconnected.
no
if you keep
benefit to
idle for them.
download other things.
Yeah.
Because in other Python like things, we can save the query even and
Yeah. Correct. Especially in Jupyter, that's not a problem. It will be there. You can resume your work after 1 week, 1 day, 2 days.
Jupyter.
Correct. I agree.
Can we do one request?
Yeah, please.
Can we have an off tomorrow, because on Monday we have Deepavali, so need.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking about that. Diwali is on Monday. You want off tomorrow? Okay, fine. I don't have any concern if most of you are comfortable with that. I know
But
Diwali is a very big festival.
I think day after tomorrow we okay, so Sunday is there. Yeah.
No. See. I don't want to do discussion now. Do one thing. I will post. No, leave these things out, because Diwali is one of the biggest festival. Okay, so we should not compromise on that. So fine, we will keep holiday tomorrow. Okay. Let's enjoy tomorrow, and you will get time, because I have delivered these all concepts. You can work on that. We'll be having holiday tomorrow. Fine.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
So
Okay.
then we one
Tanvir,
suggestion.
Yeah.
Go.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
So can you provide the assessment solution post 2 weeks? I believe so.
You know, like Yogesh, actually earlier batches we used to do the same thing. Okay. We used to provide the solution, and that saves my time a lot, because like for each and every assignment we are spending 1 class or 2 class. So if I'm thinking from commercial perspective now, so I'm wasting my time. Okay, because earlier I used to share the solution. No one asked the question. They will check the solution, they will work on their own, and I will save my classes, and I will complete the course very quickly. I'm telling very frankly from commercial perspective. But then I stopped it because what we realized that participants they stopped working on the assignment on their own. They stopped struggling with the question. They stopped doing the brainstorming session. And that is why we thought that no, they have to work on that. Even if you want 1 to 3 days, I am ready. I will explain that. If you're getting struck badly, ping me. I will share the solution at the last. But on a common platform, I'm sorry, I cannot share. If you're getting
Okay.
stuck in a question, ping me either in group or you ping me separately. I will share the solution. Even that June batch students, they're getting struck. They're connecting with me. They're dropping a mail. I know in this group, many are there from the previous batch. You can connect with me. I will share the solution. But publicly, I'm afraid that the students they will stop working on that. That is why I'm not sharing. I'm very sorry for that.
Yeah, no issues. Because I have seen couple of questions that you were asking that details like 1 to 8, but when I see the details in the insert employee, those were not there. So
1 to 8. Sorry, I didn't.
I hope I would be able to share my screen and show you what I was asking.
Let's connect, Yogesh. After this, we can discuss on that. Okay.
Tanvir, I just want to ask, means like, though you are going to share today's assignment, and you said like you have to solve, or you can solve it by like CT or group by or single query. But my question is like the like in today's assignment, if in case I have created CT1, CT2, but practically it is not good case to use the one temporary table to fetch the output of for fetching the output the second, right?
Correct.
So in practical, we can't use such thing like CT1, CT2.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
See why I have, and you are correct. Ideally, we should
No,
try.
actually, the question I sorry to interrupt. So my question was not like I got that practically we can't use this, but you know what? From my side, actually, I felt like today's session was not complicated, but using the CT1, CT2, and then fetching out the CT2 output from the table CT1, it is somewhat confusing. So I was just asking, so I can miss we can solve the query by using the single query also, right? So it's not needed to create the 3 CT table and all that.
Correct. Yeah, you are correct. Many ways are there to solve this. I told in the beginning, but intentionally I'm showing you this step by step because I want to show you that how to approach a question in multiple steps, break it in chunks. So that's what I told you. You can solve this using subquery. You can solve this using window function. That will be more easier than this. I agree that. But my intention was not to solve this question. My intention was to introduce you CT, the different flavors of CT, the misconceptions in CT. That was the main intention. But you are correct, Omkar. You can solve it in a more simpler manner. That is possible. Yes.
It's just because I am getting confused. Like, means I understood every step that you explained, but after some time, if I look, I feel somewhat, okay, what is happening? So confusing type. So that's what.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. Any other question? Anyone?
So Tanvir, yesterday. Okay.
No, just go ahead.
So Tanvir, instead of CT1, we can use any other like any name.
Your wish. I told this is totally your wish. You can write your name here. You can write anything here except reserved keyword. Don't use the reserved keyword. You can write anything here. It will work.
Okay. So can we get second maximum, third maximum?
Next class I will taught you. And second maximum, third maximum, 10th maximum, 15th maximum. I will share a generic query for you that whenever in interview they will ask any maximum, just use that query and you can get the answer for that. So when I will teach you window function or the correlated query, I will share a generic query. You can use that query.
Sir, I think we missed that one question that if the two A and E both having the same marks.
Oh, okay. Let me insert that. 90, 75, 185. Let me insert that as well. Suppose here I have ID 5. This is ID 5, and here suppose this is E. Okay, and this is again E, right? And suppose I'm taking the same marks, 25 and 90. This will be your topper, right?
No.
Oh, no, 185 is the
I
topper
think,
now.
sir,
So
90 will be the
95.
topper,
Okay.
na?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
95,
Fine.
90.
Okay. Simple. I've inserted this. Now, if I will run this query, this should give me A and D as the output, right? Check the output. You have A and D.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine then. Okay. So, any other question, guys? Anyone?
Tanvir, why E first in this?
It
Does
is
it
just
give-
randomly it has taken.
Okay.
If you want to
Okay.
sort it, you write order by name
Order
at the
by-
last.
Okay,
You can use that order by. You see, I
Yeah,
will
got it.
order by name ascending. Now it will show you A first and then E.
Okay.
You show it. Is it fine?
Yeah.
So don't think that CT is over today. And again, I'm repeating, the main purpose was not to solve this question. The main purpose was to introduce you the concept of CT, to show you that what CT works, how you can use one CT in another CT, how you can use independent query inside the CT. That was the main purpose of this question. Now the assignment which I will share you today, those all the assignment, most of the questions will be solved using this CT. Okay. When I will teach you window function, then you will see this question you're going to solve very easily, very quickly. Okay, we'll see all those things now. Okay, then fine, guys. Any other last question anyone has?
Not a question, but we'll be connecting on next Saturday now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will connect on next Saturday, same time.
Yeah. Thank you.
So shall I keep on hold or?
Yogesh, I will call you. Just give me some
Okay.
time, maybe another 30 minutes. I'll connect with you.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Sir,
Oh,
last week assignment also not given.
Last week I have mentioned, I have not given because last week we have not discussed any new concept. We have discussed just the assignment question. Today I will give you good number of assignment questions. You can please work on that. This is a question I've already prepared this. You can use this. Almost 13 questions are there. This will take good amount of time. You can work on this. Okay.
Tanvir, I'm not pretty sure, but have you shared the hands-on of last session, like the last Sunday?
Yes, we have shared. You please go to the group.
Sure.
I think Fidos has shared that. Yes. Fine then, guys. So enjoy Diwali and stay safe. Especially take care of children while burning crackers. Okay. So fine then. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.